This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of Phatts TV, sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven Sun. Any and all words have been authorized during the show. There is nothing off limits. Nobody is restricted from watching and participating in the show. It is a free-for-all. Commencing at the siren, any and all discussions will be legal for an extended period of time. Sports, politics, and any and all controversial topics will be talked about. You have been warned. May God be with us all.
Good evening. Welcome to Phatts TV. It is Tuesday night, June the 2nd, day 79 of quarantine. 79.
And we only have like 3 more days.
Yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We go yellow come Friday.
Actually, yellow makes no difference,
I mean,
really.
you know, unless if all the looters in Philadelphia come down with COVID-19, then we might go back in red. Who knows?
Possible.
Who knows? You
No,
know,
wait, COVID doesn't exist.
you know, it's no. Well, you know, it's amazing. You can't go to church according to our Supreme Court. Can't go to church. You can't gather in more than 25, except if you're looting and rioting. Then you can. Then you can.
And COVID doesn't exist.
No,
all of a sudden.
we're going to see if it's fake or if this is real. If a bunch of people come down with COVID in the next 10 days, you know it's real. Otherwise, it was all a big fake job. So anyway, it is primary day in our state of Pennsylvania. One of my favorite days of the year. I'm a big advocate of voting. You should always get out and vote at any time. Every primary you should vote. Every general election you should vote. This is what separates us from most other countries in the world. The ability for the citizenry to speak, to have a choice in our future. And boy, what a future this is going to be. The stakes are no higher. I will predict. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that the current president, Donald Trump, is going to win the Pennsylvania primary. And I'm going to say that Joe Biden is going to win the Democratic primary.
Woo.
I'm going out on a limb with that one.
Wow.
Out on a limb.
Are you sure?
Well, what do you think?
I think, I thought about writing in PA Phatts for one of them.
You know, you should have.
I could have did it for president.
Well, yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
PA Phatts gets a vote.
Trust me, I thought about writing in my name too when I was down there at the poll.
Because I was just like, wow, we're voting for a whole lot right now.
Yeah.
And I only knew one of those names out of all the things we're actually voting for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I got to admit, I wanted to do this show tonight in a nice, calm, relaxing, at least to start.
Okay. I mean, I know what we're talking about. I got your list over here.
Yeah, it's more than just one thing tonight.
It's like 10.
I wanted to start off nice and calm, then let my heritage take over the Italian.
You mean the German?
In me. No, the Italian in me, the part that controls the emotion, where
the Germans just get angry.
Yeah, but the Italians.
That's kind of what we're talking about. We're gonna get angry.
The Italians have the emotion part, But yeah, that's not gonna happen because I'm fucking pissed.
Oh.
I was doing fine till about 6 o'clock. Then I saw one thing on Twitter. One thing. That's all it fucking took was one thing. It's posted on my Facebook and it's posted on my Twitter page if you want to go look at it. And you saw it.
I did see it.
It fucking set me off like there's no tomorrow. I know you didn't react well to it.
Talking about reacting, I usually wouldn't comment anything political on people's pages. I don't want to argue.
Yes.
I made a comment today on somebody's page.
Did you really?
I did.
Holy shit, look who, my sister's back. I thought you were like
3 weeks later.
I thought you were dead.
Yes, they posted something about how Trump hid last night and didn't
Yes.
address the nation or anything, and how
Yes.
Joe Biden's such a leader.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of went off of that on that post.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, this is complete, utter bullshit.
Yes. Yes, for you people that don't know how it works, when the Secret Service says you're going, you're going. There's nothing you could kind of do about that. For those of you that remember September the 11th, yes, President Bush was not in the White House during the attacks, but Vice President Cheney was, and he had to literally be carried by the Secret Service down into that bunker. He didn't want to go, and they literally basically carried him down to that bunker. So I'm sure Trump didn't want to go. But when the Secret Service says you're going, you're going. But I want to get back to this fucking video. Because this video, like, I don't know. I invite you to go watch it. It's...
She said she was working.
Well, I hope you watched it, on demand then. It's a video of a National Guardsman standing in front of two teenagers, and the racial makeup of these teenagers, it doesn't matter. The National Guardsman is black. The teenagers, it doesn't matter, but you can see it for yourself. And they basically stand there for a minute and berate this guy, calling him everything that you could think of in this minute-long video. And the guy just stands there and he takes it because he has to. Those assholes, and they're probably 18-year-old, maybe, they would be the first fucking pussies that would be whining if they got attacked. And they would want that National Guardsman to come save their life. If that National Guardsman, if it were me, I'm going to tell you, I don't know how many of you know National Guardsmen and Army folk, but they could kill you within about 5 seconds. And just to think how those two dickwads berated that guy, it just pissed me off to no fucking end. You don't do shit like that to the people that are going to defend your life, because your punk ass fucking pussy bitch don't know how to do it yourself. I hope and pray your mamas saw that video. And I hope and pray they took their fucking rolling pin back when I was a kid. That's what all mothers used to whack their kids.
Oh, rolling pin. Ow.
Yeah, they didn't tickle. I could only hope and pray to God you don't do that to people who fucking defend your useless motherfucking life. That's all I'm going to say about it.
You feel better?
No, I don't.
Well, I tried. 2-year-olds, the way they act.
So, we see what's going on in America right now.
Something.
And we all agree, at least the smart people that watch this show, there's a difference between protesting and rioting / looting. And I'm sure that everybody who watches this show and you agree that it is our First Amendment right to peacefully protest anything we want. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if I agree with what you're protesting. I don't care if I disagree with what you're protesting. But I will defend your right to do it. But as soon as you want to start looting innocent people's property, you lose me in any argument. This is not about George Floyd anymore.
No.
It started out that
been
way.
about.
Yeah, because then it was taken over by Antifa. Now, for those of you that don't know the history of Antifa, Antifa started out basically 85, 90 years ago as an organization to combat fascism in Europe, in certain countries of Europe.
Seems like an alright group.
Yes. In fact, a lot of people would say, the American servicemen were Antifa. Liberators. They're not that way anymore. They're definitely not that way anymore. In fact, I would argue that Antifa are actually fascists now. They don't like listening to other people's opinions on anything. It's either their way or no way, or they're going to beat the living shit out of you, even though most of them are about, 20 to 24-year-old man bun, fucking vagina more males.
Did you see their tweet? Did you so happen to see their tweet?
I've seen a lot of tweets. What tweet are we referring to?
Their tweet about where they said they were going to abandon the cities and go to the rural
areas.
Yes.
Yes, they're coming to the rural areas.
And if they did that, you're going into Trump country.
Yes.
Where I would probably beg to differ that at least 90% of people have weapons.
Yes.
And you will get shot.
Yes.
They do not care.
Yes. Yes. I talked about that last night. I wrote a pretty long Facebook post.
You post a lot on Facebook.
I have been lately because
that's how I kind of get to know some of this stuff. I see you post it.
That's good. So my post last night, I said to me,
I
we're at a crossroads. There's only 3 solutions. The status quo remains the same, and we hope the looters stop. We let the citizenry handle it, which leads to a lot of dead bodies. Because let's face it, it would lead to a lot of dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like the Purge.
Basically.
Except just not for 12 hours, one day a year.
It would last weeks.
Yeah.
Until people get scared.
Or the military comes in and takes over. I was kind of hoping that I would have gotten a lot of discussion on this topic. I am not for number 3. I do not want the military to come in.
3 is a very definite last resort.
Yes, it's a last resort. And I want to frame it this way. We have used the military before, going all the way back to the time of George Washington in the Whiskey Rebellion. If you don't know the Whiskey Rebellion, look it up. There was also a story I once heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, that people from the area that I live in wanted to secede from the United States because the United States was pushing English as the official language, and people in this area wanted to speak German, basically. Pennsylvania Dutch, German, call it what you will. And they threatened to secede from the United States, so Washington sent federal troops up here and kind of quelled it, and I don't think anybody got killed or anything. The people in this area backed off pretty quickly.
Because they know better.
Yes. So, there's been history of, unfortunately, where they've had to use the Insurrection Act and have federal troops, unfortunately, on our soil, irregardless of the Posse Comitatus Act. I don't want to see federal troops. I really hope that doesn't happen. Because what's to say? Okay, so President Trump, we'll just use Trump, sends in federal troops and they squash these riots. Whether they kill people or they don't right now is not part of this argument. What's to say that we don't get a president somewhere down the road where I might disagree with their philosophy. Let's just use gay marriage.
Okay.
Okay? I support gay marriage. I don't really care who you marry. It doesn't bother me one little bit. But suppose it bothers the president, and the president sends the military in to round up all gay, lesbian couples. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. I know it's not the greatest example of where I'm trying to go with this. We think it would be a good idea now, but in the future it may not be a good idea. It's a very scary scenario for what could become of the freest country on the planet in the history of man. It's just very scary to think about. Now, National Guard, different story. Different story altogether. The National Guard is there to keep the peace and to help out in each state. That's why the governors are in charge of the National Guard in each state.
They did a real good job so far with COVID, so I trust them with the National Guard.
Now, I did write on Saturday that I thought the governors of every state should call up their National Guard for stuff like this. And a lot of states have, including ours.
I'm not surprised.
One state that hasn't, though, is New York.
That's kind of surprising.
And, well, that's because there are a bunch of progressives there.
So
now, I have my theories on why they're not doing that. But right now, you got the governor in a spitting match with the mayor. Because the governor basically lashed out at the police and the mayor, saying that they're doing a very horrible job. And he actually threatened to come in and relieve the mayor. That would be interesting. That would really be an interesting power struggle if he were to do that.
Yeah.
But progressives really don't want to, of some states, call up the National Guard. And I have a theory on this. And I want to round it in in a very roundabout way. Before I get there, what are some of the comments that we're getting right now? Is there any comments?
So I got back to those two punks. Their mom and dad's not doing their job.
They probably don't have dads.
Or they're not teaching respect and giving discipline. Daryl also said they could come to my area as an Antifa, and I'll sit in a tree. I sit in a tree stand in 30 degrees and wait to shoot something, so I'll wait and shoot and then feed them to the hogs. And
Who was
then
that?
Daryl. And then Christine also said the Whiskey Rebellion. Carl knows a lot about it.
Because he was there.
And you're correct in your version.
Yeah, he was there, Carl.
He was there.
He was there.
He remembers it like it was yesterday.
Yep, he was there.
Bet you they laughed at that.
So how I want to get to this, why I think governors of progressive states aren't necessarily calling in National Guard. By the way, the governor of Texas said we're not calling in the National Guard because Texans know how to take care of Texas.
That's very true.
That is very true. Although it's getting kind of nasty down there, especially in the Dallas area.
Is it?
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the Cowboys.
Cowgirls.
Cowboys. Nothing to do there. But how I want to address this, and this is going to be a little touchy-feely here, so I want to say it right. Yes. Wimpy. So I want to say this right. I don't know what it's like to be black. I will never know what it's like to be black. There is no doubt in my mind that there's a lot of racial undertones in this country. Even by people that don't think they're racist whatsoever. It's unfortunate the way it is. But I'll never know what it's like to be black. I will never know what it's like to pass a police officer and wonder, am I going to get arrested? And blacks have to worry about that. And if you don't believe that, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but you're an idiot if you don't believe that. Is there a comment?
You should be here Saturday, Memorial Park, 2 o'clock.
Who's saying that?
Your sister.
Yes, I know. There's supposed to be a protest up there. I know. Just look for bricks.
Yeah, I see you post a lot of bricks.
Look for that ahead of time.
Look for the bricks.
Yes. Yes. Which, by the way, I did get suspended from Twitter for 12 hours.
Again?
No. On Saturday, I did get suspended. Could be because I called George Takei an asshole. Could be because I called Howard Feynman a communist.
I feel like it's more the communist thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people on Twitter calling each other assholes all the time.
all the time.
But I'm communist? That's a little bit stronger.
Well, so I got put in the penalty box for 12 hours.
12-hour penalty box?
Yeah, so I'm wearing that with a badge of honor. But anyway, getting back.
Facebook took down one of my things.
Yes.
So should that be a badge of honor?
Absolutely.
They called it fake news.
Absolutely.
I really hope it's real. There was I don't know if it was edited, but if you saw my Facebook post, they used a picture of Philadelphia, saying what crisis it is in. And I know it is.
Yes, it is.
But they definitely also used a picture from the movie World War Z.
They did.
They used the same exact picture. I really hope that's real. Because if that's real, that's hilarious.
That is pretty hilarious.
Continue.
That is pretty hilarious. So, I will never know what it's like to live with that worry. You'll never know what it's like to live with that worry. And it happens. I mean, just to listen to Senator, I believe his name is Tim Scott from South Carolina. He said he's been pulled over in Washington, D.C. several times. And he's a senator. I mean, we will never know what it's like. So we have to understand what it's the oppression that they feel. And this is where I sympathize with them a lot. Now, that doesn't, in my opinion, give them an excuse to loot and riot. And it's not, I don't believe it's even most of them. I believe it's more Antifa that's like doing this. But part of the problem, in my opinion, is because they always vote for the same people. I saw a thing last night that listed all the major cities in the United States. Mm-hmm. And the last time each one had a Republican mayor. Mm-hmm. Most of them were more than 50 years. Some of them were more than 100 years.
Like New York and Boston, I'm sure?
Not New York, no. Rudy Giuliani was mayor in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He cleaned up New York. He was the mayor when 9/11 happened. Somebody's Eric Williamson commented on the link. I hope you're watching, Eric.
He hasn't figured out how to comment on the conversation.
Well, if you want to comment on the conversation, you have to basically subscribe to the channel.
You just have to have a YouTube channel or sign into a YouTube or a Gmail, I think.
Okay.
I don't think you have to be subscribed, but subscribe anyways.
Definitely you want to subscribe. But it should be there. So, the Democratic Party does whatever they can to keep power, as some extent, so does the Republican Party. But I fully believe that the Democratic Party has kept minorities down, suppressed. And I brought this up a little bit on Friday. Mm-hmm. You know, they signed the Civil Rights Act. And they said, yes, come in. We welcome you with open arms into our city. And then the Democrats left the city. They said to the children, come on in. Come on into our schools. And then they left the schools. They left to go to the suburbs. And they left the big cities to rot.
Pretty much.
I would love to see for one generation, just one generation, what would happen if we had conservative mayors in these cities. I would just love to know if there would be a difference. Maybe there wouldn't be a difference. Who knows? But I would love to see it happen just to see if there would be a difference. But I'll never know what it's like to be black. And neither will you. So we have to remember that. Now today, all throughout Instagram was Black Box Day.
Ugh.
Black Box Day. Everything was Black Box.
I didn't go on Instagram. I went on it twice today. The first time, I was like, oh, there's a couple, whatever. The second time I went on, I'm pretty sure every post I passed was just black screens. I'm like, this is real entertaining.
Yes.
Like, this is real entertaining.
Yes.
Even, like, the big pages would do it, like College Feshing that I post. Barstool didn't, though.
No, they didn't. Barstool did not.
Who else did it? I think Instagram did it.
Well, yes, of course they did. And it was all over Twitter, too.
ESPN did it.
Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is going to be a little controversial. You put up a black box for a day. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You put up a black box for a day. Whoop-de-fucking-do. What are you going to do tomorrow? You're going to go back to your regular life, right? It's like you put up a black box so you can feel good about yourself. So we can give you a participation trophy. Because you participated. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-do. I don't have a job of helping inner city youth, but let's just say I did. For the last 25 years, had a job where I helped inner city youth. And I chose not to put up a black box. Or I could be the biggest white supremacist that ever lived, but I chose to put up a black box to fool you. Who's going to get more praise today? The white supremacist who put up that black box.
I didn't put up a black box.
Not the guy who's been doing the work for 25 years. So you put up a black box. Whoop-de-fucking-do. What are you going to do tomorrow? That's what matters.
Did you put up a black box?
No, I didn't put up a black box. No.
You sound like Dave Portnoy now.
No. Do I support minorities? Do I support equality? Abso-fucking-lutely I do. But I don't have to put up a black box to show it. I choose to show it through my actions. Not put up a little black box on my Twitter page or my Instagram page. I would never put on my Instagram page. I've never posted a damn thing on my Instagram page.
Your only post on your Instagram page. Good post.
Yeah.
Good first post.
So what the fucking do? You put up a black box. You little white boy, put up a black box. You little white girl, you put up a black box. Because you want to pretend to stand up in solidarity. Let me ask you a question tonight. When you're walking home and you walk up on 3 black kids, are you going to cross the street? Or are you going to walk right by them? Think about that. What would you do? Would you walk right by them or would you cross the street? Think of the girl last week in Central Park with the dog. Remember she was choking the dog? The guy, I believe he was black, said, you know, you should put a leash on the dog because first off, it was the law. And this girl went nuts. She called the police and she was being threatened. I bet she put up a black box today. Whoop-de-fucking-do, you put up a black box. Seriously.
Wilkes-Barre closed everything at 6 o'clock. Riots and afraid of looting. She said it's supposed to be peaceful, but she's scared. A little scared.
Well, sis, I hope you have a gun, just in case. If you're going to be scared, get out of town for the day. Come down here. Bring your scissors and give us goddamn haircuts.
Really?
Because Lord knows we need them. So that's all I wanted to say about the little black box. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see what you do tomorrow. That's what counts.
Post regularly on Instagram, so Instagram's not so damn boring.
That's what counts, is what you're going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Little black box means nothing. Show it in your actions going forward. Because I will say it again, and I said this Friday. Minorities don't want white people's help. They don't. At least the vast majority of them. Minorities want equality. And you know what? Minorities deserve equality. And I know everybody who watches this show agrees with me. They deserve equality. So let's please give it to them because they deserve it. So give it to them. But don't put up a little black box. Because they don't care. I don't care. What do you fucking do? Here's your participation ribbon. Did you feel good about yourself? Did anybody watching this show, be honest. Be honest. Everybody who's watching this show right now, be honest. Did you put up a little black box today? Did it make you feel good because you put up a little black box today? Be honest with me. Be honest. Just write. Just put a message. Yes, I put up a black box. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to think anything different of you. It's your own choice to make. You have free will to do it.
Christine said no.
I just want to know if you did it. I'm not going to make fun of you. I promise I will not make fun of you.
After you saying all of that, you're like, I'm not going to make fun of you.
I will not think any differently of you. I just want to know if you want to admit it. But I bet you have the same feelings about it I do because you're smart. I know you're smart.
Daryl said no.
You're not little 18-year-old girls. I participated. Where's my ribbon?
Oh. Was that like a mini orgasm or something? What was that?
So,
my second cousin did, and I was not surprised. He lives in Michigan.
Your second cousin, third removed?
Josh said nope.
Nope. Good boy. So, as I said a few minutes ago, I got the 12-hour suspension
Right.
from Twitter. Badge of honor right here, baby. Right over my non-pierced nipple.
Get suspended for like a month.
I'm sure I will at some point.
Eventually.
By the way, I do have... I did join Parler. I invite everybody there who has a Twitter and Facebook and MySpace.
Do you have a MySpace?
Well, yeah. I don't... Probably the last time I logged in there was probably 8 years ago, but yeah, I had one.
I've never really knew what MySpace even was because that was a little before my time of social media. I was like 7,
if that,
8,
yeah,
when it was like up in there.
Yeah.
It just looked like Facebook.
Well, yeah, sort of.
like a mix between Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, true. To be fair, run upstairs and kick on the air conditioner.
Got it.
I'm a little hot under the collar.
Too much yelling.
It is. It is.
Too much breath.
Eric says you're a great kid, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's a little generous.
Here's the problem, Eric. I don't know if he's mine.
It's a little generous to call me a great person.
I don't know if he's mine. It's never been genetically proven.
We
I've
still
been
have
saying it
them
for
over
years.
there.
Yes, we still have. Yeah, we got to do these things. I can't wait to read them on air. I swear to God, if we're completely different, oh shit. You know, our
yours reads Italian and German. Mine reads like everything else. Like mine reads Swiss and like Spanish.
Milano.
I could be
Chocolate chip cookie.
chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll let you figure it out. Hey, I could have said black and white cookie.
Oreo.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't.
Watch, I'm Asian. I'm Chinese.
You have a little slanty eyes there.
Little slanty eyes.
So anyway, so I wear that with a badge of honor right across my non-pierced nipples like Cuomo. Cuomo's are pierced.
Got those bars.
So I'm perusing down Twitter about 15 minutes before the show starts.
All right.
And I come across Deborah Messing's post. Now, for those of you who don't know who Deborah Messing is, she's on the show Will and Grace.
Yeah. You like that show, don't you?
I do. I find that show very funny. At least the old Will and Grace. The new Will and Grace, The old Will and Grace was freaking hilarious.
New comedy stuff isn't funny anymore.
No, it really isn't.
It's old, stale.
Yes. But old Will and Grace, oh my God, I thought that show was hilarious. Just Jack. Yes. That show was freaking hilarious. But Deborah Messing is, one of the bigger progressives on the planet. So she posts a side-by-side picture of Trump holding the Bible at the church last night that, the looters tried to burn, that every president since James Madison has prayed in on inauguration day. So, Trump went over there last night. There's pictures taken holding a Bible. And the picture next to it was a picture of Hitler going through a crowd holding a Bible. Yeah.
Because that's not messed up in any way.
Yeah. So she's comparing Trump to Hitler.
She is messing.
Yes.
Mess is in capitals and ing is not.
Yes. Here's the problem, Deborah. The picture of Hitler is photoshopped. The actual original picture, he wasn't holding anything. Somebody photoshopped in him holding the Bible. Where's Jack to take that post down? Huh, Jack on Twitter? Where's that, Jack on Twitter? How come you're not taking that down? It's been proven to be false. And it's been up there over 12 freaking hours now, Jack. I could be suspended for calling somebody a communist or whatever. I don't know. It might have been because I called George Takei an asshole. Who knows?
But it's Deborah Messing.
But it's, yeah. So, the left could post the lies and the right posts truths and,
Still gets taken down.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you, Jack? Twitter Jack. You fucking preppy man bun wearing asswipe, Jack. I've never seen him wear a man bun.
You the name calling.
I've never seen him wear a man bun, but he's got long hair.
Preppy asswipe. What else do you got?
I got lots.
Cheese ball.
Cheese ball. Okay. Okay. So.
You got anything else in your handy list?
Yeah.
You kind of skipped to the bottom there with Deborah Messing.
Yeah. So the state of Minnesota.
Hockey.
Minnesota.
We talking about hockey yet?
Oops. Don't bust my butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
Don't bust my butt scratcher.
Please tell me you don't actually wipe your butt with that.
Wouldn't you like to know? Just on the other end.
That's what I was holding.
Exactly. Go ahead. You want to sniff your fingers, don't you?
No, they don't smell like ass. It's all right.
I just have a really good smelling ass.
If your ass smells like that, you should be a model or something.
And I don't bleach. I do not.
TMI.
I do not. Joe Scarsborough does.
Trump won PA.
Trump will win PA, and I will get to that. I'm going to get to that. That's kind of written down here. Kind of.
He only has to win 3 states basically to win.
He's got to win a couple more than 3 states.
Well, the 3 actual states that actually matter. He's win Florida, PA, Michigan.
He doesn't even need to win Michigan.
Because he's already got Ohio.
If he wins Florida, PA, and North Carolina, he'll win.
He didn't win North Carolina last time.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
It's Virginia he lost.
He lost Virginia. He's not going to win Virginia. They're too...
You know what state he's going to win?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, okay.
California.
and what, the District of Columbia, too?
And Washington. And New York.
Yes, he's going to win the District of Columbia.
What's the biggest blue area in the whole country? Would you say
California?
California, District of Columbia. What's the higher percentage?
California has 50-some electoral votes. The District of Columbia is 3.
Yeah, but what's the percentage of...
well, the District of Columbia usually votes about 98% Democrat.
I'd be that person. Voting Republican that works in D.C. Hey, I could work in D.C.
Live, not work. Live.
I could potentially work in D.C. I don't know if I would live in D.C.
I don't think you'll...
What
you can do work for C-SPAN?
What if I work for the Capitals?
The Capitals. Well, they're not in D.C.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're in Maryland. They're not in D.C.
Why are they called Washington?
Because they're near Washington. They're not
near
in Washington.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll work for C-SPAN. You never know.
Yeah. I'm going to watch C-SPAN tomorrow, by the way, and I'll explain why a
I've
little
done
later.
competitions
remember.
for C-SPAN. Does that
me,
count?
Yes. Let me write that down. C-SPAN. So I remember to talk about why I'm watching C-SPAN.
I had a C-SPAN bag at one point.
All right. Attaboy.
It's for doing a competition. They sent me, you tried. Here's a bag.
Participation.
You tried. You sucked. Here you go.
You sucked.
He did, just on TV.
Just on TV. What?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So anyway, so the state of Minnesota
Sucks.
has sued the police department of Minneapolis.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. For being like racially, bigoted jerk-offs.
No, that was one person.
I mean, seriously? The state of Minnesota sued the Minneapolis Police Department.
For being racial.
Yeah.
One person was Rachel.
Rachel?
Rachel.
Rachel?
Yeah.
One person was Rachel. That would have been you if you were a girl. Don't crack my butt scratcher.
I'm just playing with
Don't
it.
crack my butt scratcher, boy. You're not my kid.
Well, okay. You do not come from my loins.
You didn't.
You said it like every show.
You
I got
did.
it.
You did. There's no way my 23 chromosomes made you.
Yeah, 22 of them did. And I got 24 from the other one. I'd be dead, wouldn't I?
I thought I was going to have to get in touch with her.
Why?
I did. I thought I was going to have to tell you to message her to call me. I was worried.
Why?
I was really worried.
What did you do?
Well,
That you needed to talk to her.
I didn't do anything. I refinanced the house because the interest rates are so low, and her name was still on the mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got her name off the mortgage, which she wanted done. But I got the check back for the taxes that I pay in, and it had my name and her name. So I was worried that I was going to have to get her signature. But, the check didn't say and. It just had my name and her name. So I was able to deposit it in my account. So, whew!
When was the last time you talked to her?
Well, I was pissed at her for not coming to your graduation party. So it's been about 2
God,
years.
that's a long time ago.
2 years. Your graduation party was July 7th.
I played a soccer game that day.
You did play a soccer game that
And
day.
we lost.
And we went and watched fireworks that day.
Did
That
we?
was Mifflin's fireworks day.
That was a busy day for me.
Yeah.
It's also really hot that
It
day.
was
Remember
hot that day. It was. No, it was not hot that day. It was hot that whole freaking week. It was in the 90s, but that day was beautiful. It was in like the low 70s that day and breezy. Because remember when we were there earlier in the week, the place where we had your graduation party, right? It was outdoors. Remember how hot it was in there?
Yeah.
Just standing there, we were sweating. But that day it was beautiful. There was no humidity. It was like 72 degrees. It was beautiful.
I remember watching soccer. That's all I remember.
Yes, the World Cup was on.
Watching Russia
Russia, mother Russia.
beat up Spain.
Yes. It wasn't in penalties. No.
Wasn't penalties. It was
Wasn't penalties.
probably the biggest shock of the tournament.
It was. It was. Sicily, what? Sicily 1912. Okay.
Sure.
Sicily. They had good pizza over there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you ever been there?
In a dream.
Okay.
In a dream. That's the thing that the boot's kicking.
Good job!
I know my geography. Do you? Do you? So anyway.
Name the 4 countries around Switzerland.
Name what?
Name the 4 countries around Switzerland.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa, and the Maria.
Sure.
Did I get it right?
Sure.
Thank you.
Why
Woo! Go to Sizzler.
South
Name?
of Germany, east of France.
Name the 4
West
countries
of
around.
what? North of what?
I don't know.
Maybe you should know your geography.
Eric would remember we had to do this in 9th grade with Mr. Worthmuller. We had to know every country of the world.
Ew, Africa?
Now, yes. Yes, we had to know every freaking country in Africa. We got to split it into 2, thankfully.
I would have took the big L in Africa and said, I'm over it.
We had it. We had to know
Once you got to the northwest of it, all those little countries in there, no
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Northern Europe, like northern
Oh, that was easy.
East Europe.
That was easy.
Yeah, it's still the Soviet Union.
Yes, we had to know every country. Yes. Everyone. Ninth grade. World Cultures class.
Asia could have been hard. Southeast Asia.
It was a little hard, yeah.
All the little countries in there.
Yeah. Australia was easy.
Are you sure?
South America was pretty easy.
That's not a country.
It was a continent.
Yeah.
We had to know all the continents.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody was telling me they tried to name all the continents and forgot one.
Well, of course, because you know why? Because I bet they play the game Risk, and they don't know that, because you try to world domination. It's broken up into continents, but you don't try to capture the South Pole.
I don't think Kiana plays Risk.
Oh, well, maybe
she forgot
she
Australia.
should. Maybe she should.
She forgot Australia.
What's my sister writing?
That was the last time you talked to the mother, Sicily 1912. Don't you watch the Golden Girls?
Oh, I used to watch the Golden Girls, sure, with my grandfather back in the day.
Why does... You ever seen Total Frat Movie?
No.
There's something about the Golden Girls in that.
Do they show boobs?
Yeah.
Well, I probably should watch it.
I'm not like 70. It's gross.
Hey, boobs are boobs.
Oh, it's gross. The most disgusting part. Actually, it's not the most disgusting
There you
part of
go.
that movie.
There you go.
Second most disgusting part.
There you go.
You do see a testicle
Ooh!
on a fencing sword.
Ooh! Ew.
It's not in the sack.
Ew. So, our friends, the progressives.
Friends?
Friends. They're our friends.
That better be used very, very lightly.
They're our friends. There's no doubt in my mind what's going on right now. They want it to continue. No doubt in my mind. Because they think this hurts that guy back there. Me, I think this helps that guy back there. There's a lot of parallels right now going on to 1968. Do you remember 1968?
Like it was yesterday.
Yes, it was pretty much just yesterday. He said it in his speech last night. I am the law and order president. That's exactly what Nixon said when Nixon was running. He wasn't the president at the time, but he was running against... Who was he running against? Come on, what were the 4 countries that were around Switzerland? Come on, who did Richard Nixon run against? Come on,
How am I
come
supposed
on,
to know
come
that?
on. He was the governor of a state. Do you even know what state? No, you
Pennsylvania,
don't.
probably?
No.
Fucking no.
How many presidents have we had that were from Pennsylvania? Have we had any?
I don't think so.
One.
Oh, who is it?
Buchanan.
Oh,
Who's the president before Lincoln?
you know who the most famous president is ever?
Well, that's a loaded question. The most famous would be Trump because there's more population in the world now than there ever has been.
Well, let's see. You ain't gonna guess it. It's fine.
What? Who has the highest approval rating? Well, that's James A. Polk, of course.
Is it like Roosevelt or something?
Which one? There was 2, you know. No, you didn't know.
I'm thinking. The one that did like 4 terms.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
And then the best president was right after him.
Truman?
Maybe it's right before him. Right before him.
Right before him?
Yeah.
No.
It was right before him. I don't remember when this guy was president.
Who are you talking about?
Big man.
Big man. Well, there's a lot of big men. You talking about Taft?
Yeah, he's the best president ever.
Yeah, sure,
He got
okay.
stuck in a bathtub. Come on.
Come on, haven't you gotten stuck in a bathtub? We've all gotten stuck in a bathtub. Come on.
Yeah, all this.
Whippy.
Saggy.
Okay. So anyway, Nixon was running against Hubert Humphrey.
Like I'm supposed to know Hubert Humphrey. Hubert Humphrey.
He was governor of what state? Come on. It's in the news right now. All over the place.
Minnesota.
Yeah, very good. Attaboy. And it was the summer of turmoil, for those of you that don't remember 1968, because you had a lot of people getting shot. You had Martin Luther King getting shot. You had Bobby Kennedy getting shot. Nixon probably really would have lost to Bobby Kennedy. Let's face it, he would have. There was a lot of support for Bobby Kennedy's candidacy. Or was that in 72? I forget when he ran. He might have run in 72. I forget. Sorry. No, he ran in 68. My mind is... I'm old. But anyway, he ran as the law and order candidate. And let's face it, times like these, they are going to go for the law and order candidate. It's just the way it is. Pennsylvania is a toss-up state like it seems to be a lot anymore. And there's no doubt in my mind, if things stay the way they are, Trump will win Pennsylvania, and it's 20 electoral votes. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to. I don't care if Joe Biden was from fucking Scranton when he was younger. Woo! Woo!
Does anybody even really know where Scranton is?
Well, yeah, I know where Scranton is.
Okay, if I were to go ask some random person on the street and I go, where's Scranton? Would they go...
If they watch The Office, maybe. You have no idea what that means.
Yes, I know that's where it's shot. I'm not that stupid.
So anyway, he will win Pennsylvania. There's no doubt in my mind.
Basically, he's going to win the presidency.
Yes.
He said he's definitely going to carry Florida, too.
Yeah, I think he'll carry
Well, that's
Florida.
it. As long as he gets Pennsylvania and Florida, it's basically over.
That is true.
It comes down, like I told you before, it comes down to about 3 states. Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan. It's really what it comes down to, those 3 states.
He doesn't even need to win Michigan.
As long as he wins North Carolina.
How hot is the new Secretary of Press? She's pretty hot.
That's completely random, but okay.
She's pretty hot. I would do her just so she said she could have she was with the fat guy. I would do her.
Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. The right stuff. Let's see. What's on the list? The media is a bunch of dopes. That was on the list tonight.
I like how you used dopes.
Dopes.
You could have used any other word. Dopes.
Dopes. Why? I'll never understand what it's like to be black. Talked about that. The military, we talked about that. Protest versus rioting, we talked about that. State of Minnesota's lawsuit. Why Trump is winning, we just talked about that. Little black squares, we talked about that. Blacks vote for progressives, we talked about that. Media follows a narrative. We really didn't talk about media follows a narrative. We sort of brought it up when you brought up the bunker thing.
The bunker
thing. Because let's face it, what was CNN and MSNBC saying? He went and hid in a bunker. That was their term. That's all they kept saying. He went and hid in a bunker. He went and hid in a bunker.
The general public, I guarantee, doesn't know that it's not his choice.
Well, yeah, I would 1,000,000% agree with
I
that.
didn't even know it was really his choice. You said something.
Well, maybe you should know.
I figured, I didn't even know he actually ever went into the bunker. I saw him out in the streets yesterday walking around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot
Because he went to the bunker on Friday.
Oh.
Because
he probably had to. It's either go in the bunker or we're taking you to the bunker.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So, that's the narrative that the network whores, as I like to call them, like to push. Now,
that's my nickname.
Whore?
Yeah.
It is.
Apparently.
Now, it's of my belief, and you disagreed with me when I brought this up. I'm not talking about the on-air personalities. I'm not talking about Cuomo, and I'm not talking about like Rachel Maddow. I'm not talking about any of them. I'm not talking about what's his name, the idiot Don Lemon. I'm talking about the people that are the money makers in these channels. There's no doubt in my mind they want to see Trump win a second term. There's no doubt in my mind. Because that will make them more money.
Because they can talk about him.
Yes. When things are calm, people don't watch the news. Who watches CNN when things are calm?
In high school.
Well,
because we had to watch CNN Student News.
Woo!
Which I'm sure was... If I were to watch it now, I'm sure I'd see how communist it actually is.
Yeah.
Because I don't ever really remember talking about Trump a whole lot. Because
No.
his first 2 years, there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Yeah. But there was, though. A lot of good stuff was going on.
So, I saw more stuff to how to make this year worse.
Oh, sure.
We can mention when you're done.
Go ahead.
So, what did we start with this year? What was the first thing that was a problem this year?
Well,
So, what was January?
from a world standpoint or from anything standpoint, we had the impeachment.
Let's say America.
Well, do we include the impeachment or not?
That wasn't on my list, but I guess that counts.
Okay,
but it doesn't make the year bad.
So go ahead.
World War III.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of things that kind of go viral.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
World War III.
Mm-hmm.
What's February?
Valentine's Day? I don't know. It's a bad day.
Rip Kobe.
Yeah.
That was a real big thing among like people my age.
Yeah.
March.
You couldn't have St. Patrick's Day.
We had St. Patty's Day. Same thing. COVID.
Yeah.
Starting COVID.
Yeah.
April.
Murder hornets.
Murder hornets. And what was May?
Well,
Damn it.
What's going on now?
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
So July, yep.
Yep.
June.
June.
I just saw this yesterday.
Yeah.
Ebola number 2.
Yes, I saw that on the news today myself. Ebola.
No, is this like this is not the year. This year was supposed to be just a normal year. Nothing like this was supposed to happen, and now it's just gone into the shit.
And then PA Phatts started his own YouTube channel.
There was something, a book, way back. It was like a Roman book or something that was found. Maybe it was in the Bible.
Are we talking about Nostradamus here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It said something about in 2020 there was going to be a virus.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I don't know where that was from, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how real that was.
It was actually a fictional book.
Was it?
Yeah.
Are you sure it was fictional?
Yes. I don't understand how it's a big deal that our country's leader is made sure he's safe. In a world of turmoil, isn't that pretty standard? By the way, I love the video of our president walking down the street heading to St. John's, the college. It was very inspiring and strong. I wish I feel what people should want from their leader. Well, of course, Eric.
So, if that's going to be June, what's going to be July?
Well, my birthday. That's a very telling event. Stop with my butt scratcher!
That is not going to go viral, I'm sorry.
You never know. We're losing people watching this show. Locusts are coming this year. It is a locust year. I don't know what part of the country it is, but it is a locust year.
I have one experience with locusts.
They're not good.
One landed on my shirt while playing soccer.
Woo!
And I literally turned it was about that big.
Well, not quite that big. But okay.
It was a big, like, clear thing.
Yeah.
And I turned to the guy next to me. We're playing Fleetwood.
Yeah.
And I go, can you help me? Because I was, like, doing this and it wasn't coming off. And I, like, hit it off like that. And it flew off me. It, like, landed on me, started going, like, it got louder and louder. And it was just, like, I was, like, 7 or 8.
I wanted to mate with you.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. So yeah, somewhere in America, it's a locust year.
Hopefully, way out west, California.
One got in my car once.
That was loud, probably.
Yeah, it was in the backseat of my car. That was in 1990 or 91, so it's not the year
When did they
for
come
them.
in? Like 2 years?
What? 17 or 13.
Every 13 years?
13 or 17, depending upon what kind they are. Yeah.
How the hell do locusts work? Their eggs take that long to
I
hatch?
don't know how locusts work with. I don't know. Are they bricklayers or something? I don't know.
Yes, they pick up bricks as carvings and place
I have
them.
no idea how they work. Are they a line chef? I don't know. Do they do accounting like I do? I have no clue how they work. What the deuce, kid? I know I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. Next time one's on your shirt, ask them, hey, how do you work? You can name them. Billy Bob. Hey, Billy Bob.
How'd you know I was going to name him Billy?
Hey, Billy Bob, how do you work? Well, I'm a bartender, and then I'm a bouncer on the weekends. There you go. There you go. Billy Bob. Billy Bob the Locust.
If there was somebody that worked as a bartender and a bouncer, I'd be kind of concerned, actually. Does he bounce for his own bar?
Maybe. Maybe.
Whatever.
What are you drinking there, Billy Bob? Hey, glass of milk.
Glass of milk?
Glass of milk. I'm just here for the party.
And he has milk? What?
They get drunk on milk. They're locusts. What do you expect? It's not like they last very long. They're only around for a couple weeks. They're basically there to mate, and then they die. They wait all those years to come above ground, and then they die.
What do they do?
They party like it's 1999.
What do they do? Like, what's their purpose?
They eat and mate, and then they die.
Are they just like a murder hornet too?
No, but they eat plants. They'll like when there's swarms over in Asia, they basically eat everything in sight. They come in swarm, like not just like 3 or 4. It's like 3 or 4 million of them come in swarms.
So
and don't forget, we got those things that still exist.
I was
year.
just about to get to that.
Yes.
So we had July, we don't know. August, we don't know, but I know what September is. Spotted lantern flies.
Spotted lantern
Those little
flies.
pricks are gonna come back. I saw a Facebook post. Somebody in Berks County had said, "You gotta remember these things still exist." And we're just like,
"Yep, put up your tape now around your trees."
When we were hiking, on Texter Mountain, a lot of trees had that tape already.
Yeah.
Lots of trees.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to explain to her, like, she's like, "What's all the tape for?" And I'm like, trying to explain to her, well, they kind of hatch up there, then they crawl down the side.
Don't they fall?
I don't.
And then they try to climb back up or something.
It's something. They crawl along the trunk and then whatever. They could go die, but you know. Same with stink bugs.
Yes.
More pests. And the murder hornet.
Yes.
Please stay out in Washington.
The murder hornet.
That thing was huge.
I wonder what that thing's like to party. Gonna go party with the murder hornet.
I saw a guy on Facebook that willingly got stung by one.
Yeah, I saw.
He said it was only like, on a scale of 10, like a 2 of pain. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that bad compared to, like, he said he's going to get bit by a bullet ant.
Maybe he has no nerve endings in his wherever.
Yeah, his arm got about twice the size. It was disgusting.
See, we got all our watchers back when we started talking about murder hornets.
Trends. We're talking about our monthly trends here. Our shitty trends of the year. So that means December 2020, the world was going to end, right?
No. No. What?
Did you see about, like, the mega solar flare, too?
Nah.
There's something about a mega solar flare. And a rocket blew up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know, there's a rocket in space.
There's a rocket in space, right?
I don't really understand what the point of sending them up there was.
To the International Space Station.
For what?
What I thought was the cool thing is they got the thing to land on a platform in the ocean. So it's reusable. I thought that was.
I didn't know they came back down already.
Yeah, not the capsule. The thing that got like the booster rocket that got them up there. It kind of came back down and landed on this little platform that they had out in the ocean. I thought it was very interesting.
It is kind of interesting.
Elon Musk is like amazingly smart.
Elon Musk also owns Tesla.
Very good. And he just like made another $100 million because he got because their stock was worth X amount of money for X amount of quarters, so now it has to be listed on the exchange and the S&P exchange. So he just is like a lot more richer now because of it. What?
A, Teslas are ugly. That's not what I was thinking of. B, I'm going back to the tweet that one woman said that we had like $1 billion or something, and we can give everyone $1 million in America.
Yes.
That's what was that making me think of.
Yes.
Yes, we can give everyone in America $1 million because we have $1 billion.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I remember seeing that tweet. That was the best thing ever.
Yes. All right. What's on our message board? What am I seeing about the St. Louis Police Department?
St. Louis police captain murdered by looters.
Yes,
Is
that was
a
very
real
tragic.
fact?
Yes, he was 77 years old and he was guarding something. And yes, let's take a quick look down Twitter. They supposedly found like pipe bombs over by the Korean Memorial today.
That's a thing that was awful. Why are we spray painting like the World War II memorial and the Korean memorial?
Because that's what Antifa does.
That's awful.
Hearing there's a lot of racial tensions with Mexicans in Chicago today. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Chicago is already kind of a bad place.
Yeah, they busted a, what do you call it? The good pizza place out there.
Giordano's?
No, the other one. Illuminati's.
Illuminati's.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I understand that pizza's good, but
They gotta make it. They don't know how to make it.
report: D.C. Antifa intends to attack Lafayette Park fence. They want it to fall. You know, I put this on Facebook. Don't try to rush the White House. You are going to die.
Is that what the Lafayette Park fence
That's
is?
the fence across the street from the White House. I mean, don't you understand?
I was there.
The Secret Service will shoot and kill you.
I was there.
Joe Biden wins Indiana Democratic primary. Very good. Woo!
Shocker.
Woo! Woo!
Didn't see that one coming.
Oh! I wanted to talk about C-SPAN. Why I will be watching C-SPAN tomorrow.
Why will you be watching?
You should be
C-SPAN?
watching C-SPAN tomorrow. If you're home at 10 o'clock, turn on C-SPAN
10 a.m.
tomorrow. Yes. Yes. The first hearing in the Obamagate starts tomorrow with Rod Rosenstein.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
That'll be interesting to see what he has to say. So he appears in front of Lindsey Graham's committee tomorrow, 10 a.m. C-SPAN. Be there or be square.
Just put his booty in jail and deal with it. Just
No, he might have a lot of information on other people.
I meant Obama.
Obama's not going to jail.
Put him in jail. He did illegal things.
He's not going. Yeah, but he's not
He did illegal things.
but he's not going to jail.
Actually, I'm sure I could figure out something that every president has done something illegal. I'm sure of.
Now, I would love to see John Brennan in jail. And Clapper. And,
Clapper?
yes. So, I want to end the night. Wow, we were on here
Just
for 1
drove
hour
by
tonight.
Wheatland, home of James Buchanan.
There you go.
For me. Thanks.
So,
Because I knew that.
I wanted to end tonight in case if somebody who's watching, they told me every now and then they tune into part of the show. And I said I wasn't going to bring them up, but just because I'm an ass, I'm going to bring them up. But I won't say their name. But I got contacted by an ex yesterday. I won't tell you which one, but you know of her. But I won't tell you which one. Not the obvious one. The other one. And she's just messed up. I feel sorry for the girl. I really do. She's the oldest of like 27 kids or something like that. So now you know what I'm talking about.
Actually, that's who I figured you were talking about, actually.
Okay. So, just, I told her I wouldn't bring it up, and if you're watching, oh well.
Anyone have to memorize all the presidents in high school?
I did not, but I did have to memorize the preamble to the Constitution, because I looked that up today because of what the president said last night. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish the Constitution of the United States of America.
I had to memorize the Future Farmers of America Creed, which was 5 times that length.
You are never going to believe this. Look at this message that I just got. I literally just got a message that says, I hope you don't talk about me. That's great. That's awesome.
Carl's saying it along with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how cute.
That is pretty cute. That is cute. That is cute. By the way, Daryl, if you're watching, you and Carl gotta meet each other because both of you guys are really into dirt track racing. So
I'm told I can go disc golfing with this.
yes,
with
that's
Carl.
right. That's right.
And he's how old?
Like 86 or something. I don't
He
know.
said he enjoys disc golfing. I was like, huh?
He's the mayor. He's the mayor of Berks Lanes.
He really is, though.
He is the mayor of Berks Lanes. I was told I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I was told he never liked to talk until he walked into Berks Lanes.
Oh, every time I'm there,
I'm
he
sure I
seems
just
to
got
do
somebody in trouble.
Who's that?
That's what you get for hiding my food all those years ago.
Huh?
She didn't hide my food. I hid hers.
You hid her food?
I hid it, yeah.
How would you hide it? Like under something? In the fridge?
No, I took it from her desk and put it on my desk just to play a joke at her, and she literally thought she ate it.
Wasn't she right next to you?
No, she was not in the cubicle over. It was
Diagonal.
across and down one. Yeah.
Just took her food. Did you hear her go, where is my food?
It was like a tasty cake thing. And, she'll comment here. Don't worry.
Thanks a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I can't believe. I hope you didn't talk about me.
Hey, I'm right here, Carl.
Do you have our exit music?
I had it ready.
All right.
Look, we got a long show here.
We did have a long show tonight.
Sort of.
We had a lot to say. We did have a lot.
And we
to
also
say.
kind of sidetracked about 87,000
I was really
times.
pissed off at the start of this show, but I'm not pissed off now because that message that I just got just kind of made the night. I literally got it.
Well, you didn't finish the story.
I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I was on the phone at like 5 o'clock this morning.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what I was doing at 5 this
So
morning?
I'm tired tonight.
Sleeping.
But very good. That's what the normal person would be doing
You
at
called
5
me
o'clock
normal.
this morning.
Aw, how cute. Don't
Maybe.
touch me. Those dirty hands, apparently your butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher! Rosie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a safe next 3 days. Hopefully, when we see you again come Friday night, we will be in yellow. They call it mellow yellow.
Just make it green so I can actually go do something inside.
Like, oh, what, you want to go bowling?
I want to bowl tournaments.
Where? What tournaments do they have in the summertime?
Junior golf. Team Masters is still open, but I can't really do that.
Team Masters, they canceled it for this year.
I
They
don't-
canceled Junior Gold
I
for
don't
this
think
year.
They canceled
Yes,
Team
they did.
Masters.
Yes, they did. They canceled Best. We canceled our Masters.
Well, they can. If we go green, they could.
Have
Have it up in 2 weeks.
Sure. It's not like it was in Pennsylvania. It was whatever state it was. Wasn't it going to be in? No, Junior Gold was going to be in like Reno,
Vegas.
Vegas. Where was Team Matt? Was it going to be in Florida this year?
Vegas or Florida, pick one.
I don't think they were having. I don't think they were both in Nevada.
Unless it was like New York. Might have been in Buffalo.
Doesn't matter. You have to be in high school to bowl in it, and you're a little out of high school.
Physically, yeah. Mentally, maybe not.
True.
Ouch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you Friday. If the world really goes to hell in a handbasket, I will go live. If
I
need
thought you were
be.
going to go live on Friday night or Saturday night.
I did think about like right after we went off, like something happened. I thought about coming back on, but
That's a lot of work. Thing is, though, if you go live, you might be riding solo. I don't want to sit down here like.
Just don't touch the butt scratcher. Don't touch the butt scratcher. Corona boy. So, watch election returns tonight. Let's see if I'm right. Remember, I predicted Trump will win the Pennsylvania primary, and I predicted Biden would win. I'm going out on a limb.
Bold prediction.
Going out on a limb. By the way, the betting markets actually today have Biden with a better chance to win the presidency than Trump does.
You might want to put some money on
I
Trump.
might want to put some money on that. And yes, you can bet the presidency. I'm waiting for them to put odds on who's going to win Pennsylvania. That's what I'm waiting for. Because Trump will win Pennsylvania.
So watch, you'll bet and he'll lose.
Which usually happens.
Well, whenever we put money in the pen or take it out, take it out at 18. What did it do the next 2 days?
I don't know, it's at like 56 or something.
33 or something. Like doubled in price, basically. Second we get out.
So
Good
what did I
job,
do? So what did I
stock
do?
market expert.
I never claimed to be an expert. in stock
You're the
market.
one that watches all this stock market
So what did
stuff.
I do? I put money in it today because once I put money back into it, it's going to go down. I know it is. And as soon as I put money in it, it went down.
80 cents.
And then it kind of went back up. And it did end up down for the day, though. I believe. All right. Stop it. My butt scratcher. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you Friday, unless we have to go sooner. It's been a pleasure. Tell all your friends about the show. We need to get viewership up. Up, up, up. And remember, WWG1, WGA, where we go one, we go all. See you, ladies. And I gotta get the thing ready. Okay. See you, ladies and gentlemen.